Good morning. We are going to do something different today. We're not going to talk about any specific subject matter. We're going to answer a couple of questions, or inquiries, as Uja would say. It's brought to my attention by a very nice lady on Facebook. I'm not going to use names here because, well, not necessary. But it was brought to my attention that maybe I had to change my types of postings and such on Facebook and basically my whole way of being because of being a minister and wanting people to take me seriously as a minister. Well, I want to address this issue because it is kind of an issue because one does want to be taken seriously, but not as they are perceived. We're going to touch on perception here in a second. But first, let's look at what was said to me about my postings and stuff like that. Simple. There's two different types of ministers in my book. May not be for you or whoever else, but for myself, there's a religious minister, a minister of religion, a biblical minister. Then there's your spiritual ministers. Spiritual ministers, which is what I am. If anyone has ever seen my my information about my ordination on the minister's site that I'm on, when I first did it, I was Reverend Boisselle-Schalaba. I've since dropped Reverend, and there's a reason why I've dropped Reverend. I'm not a Reverend. I'm not somebody who sits on a pulpit. I don't administer a church. I don't sit and quote the Bible to all of my friends and family. In other words, I'm not a Bible thumper, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. I'm a spiritual minister. Many of you know already what a spiritual minister is and does. Spiritual ministers are on the spiritual level. Awakening. True being, true nature, truth of who you are. So therefore, in helping someone to awaken, to have that true experience of true nature, of true being, true essence, as some teachers say, is a minister's work, just like with your religious ministers, trying to awaken you to the calling of God, to the kingdom of God, heaven. There's nothing wrong with either type of minister, either, by the way. What's wrong with it is the way those ministers are perceived in the eyes of others. How do you perceive a minister? Do you have a mental picture of what this person, he or she, is supposed to look like? The way he or she should be dressed? Should she be holding a Bible? He, she? Should he have long hair? Should he have short hair? Should he be proper? Should he never say a dirty word? All these things are perceptions. It's how we perceive and what we would imagine these people to look like. The image that we must hold as ministers. Image is not important. It is important in a lot of ways. But with being a spiritual minister, image is important, of course. But it's not the same type of importance that is laid down with a Christian minister, so to speak. I am not a typical minister. I am not a prim and proper, go to church every single Sunday Christian minister. I do believe in the Bible, certain parts of it. Anyone who knows me personally knows my views on that. As not to offend anyone, I don't want to go into that, because we all have our own beliefs, and we're all allowed to think and feel and believe what we want. But I'm not your typical minister. I'm not going to stop the way I post. I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to, yeah, I may use the spiritual name Atma Prem, but I am still Boisselle-Schalaba. It's just the trick is to try and not to identify with Boisselle-Schalaba, because a name becomes a label. You know what I mean? Atma Prem means self-love. Essence. True essence. Self-love. Laugh at that if you want. It can be taken in any way. But this name was given to me for a reason. I got ordained because I wanted to see if it really worked. At first, it wasn't something that I wanted to be a part of, that I wanted to do. Something just woke up in me. Something just happened. And now here I am, making yet another video. I have such a warm feeling in me when I think about the changes that have happened in my life, especially over the last few years. And I believe in June or July I will be ordained a year. And it feels good, the changes that I've gone through, the people that I've supposedly helped by my words. And I do get comments from people, and it warms my heart. It completely just warms my soul. This is why I wanted to come and explain to anybody who may be having doubts about me as a minister. I'm still a person. I'm a human just like you. I get angry. I get pissed. I say stupid shit that I don't mean. I post stupid shit that I shouldn't post. I post stupid shit that I should post. But you notice how I have no problem in saying stupid shit? Because I'm not a Christian minister. I don't feel that God's going to damn me to an eternal afterlife of hell because I said fucker shit. Loving humanity, animals, people, the earth, loving life itself, being a caring individual, being filled with love, essence, being, nature. That is what it's all about. Staying in a now. Hell yeah. It's not about perceiving people. People, are you listening to me? Stop perceiving. And stop judging. Now, the person who made the comment to me is watching the video, I'm sure. And I'm not going to say your name, sweetheart, but I want to ask you a question. When you brought that to my attention, were you or were you not either complaining or judging by asking the question or giving the advice, so to speak? And if you were, do you feel that it was a righteous thing or not? Thinking about it, you may feel that maybe it was. But nothing that you say has hurt me or has said has hurt me. Do I look hurt? I'm happy. I'm the happiest I have been in years. And a lot of it has to do with my personal life. Having someone that you truly love in your life will do that to you. But it also opens up your whole being. And that's what I feel has happened to me. But you, my friend who asked the question and made the comment, there's nothing wrong with what you said. Because everything is said for a reason. Everything comes together for a reason. You and your comment brought about this video that explains a little bit more about this Atma Prem person, where he comes from. And that has been needed. And if it weren't for you, sweetheart, my friend who gave this, I say sweetheart because this is a girl, I'm not talking to my partner. Although, yeah, love you too, sweetheart. But because you helped me. And I thank you for that. And I love you. I love all of you. You all have been so great. Good friends. Good times. But don't want to run too long like I did last time. But I just want to say that there is a difference between the ministers out there. And it's okay to be leery. It's okay to be a little bit wondrous. And wonder what's up with these people. But don't judge. Your questions sometimes can be judgmental, whether you know it or not. So, in closing, as I said, am not your typical minister. I am not a reverend. I am a spiritual minister. I love having words with all of you and seeing if I can help anybody at all. Uja as well. Please feel free to contact us if you have any inquiries at all, especially Uja. But Atma Prem, Boisselle-Schalaba, same person, just more of a deeper feeling in me now. Not because I got ordained, but because something in me has woken up or is waking up, and I just want to share the joy, the bliss, and the love that is exuding from my person, from my being, with all of you. Wake up. You are all sleeping Buddhas, as I quote from Adyashanti. Everybody can feel this. Everybody can have this. This isn't rocket science. This is simple. Open your being. Just be. Feel it. Be it. Thank you for watching. I look forward to coming with more words for you again very soon. Namaste. It's very good to be with you again. And thank you for listening to me babble. Thank you.